Hello, I'm Gerald from Steambow and I'm very proud to show you today our brand new tuning trigger. Here you can see it in our sand-colored Stinger II, shiny flashy tuning trigger, and I will tell you a little bit of the backstory of it. We have designed our Stinger II to be an extremely ruggedized, robust, almost indestructible, simple crossbow that's extremely dependable, that's reliable, and that you can use in any kind of situation. High stress ones, even in a rainstorm or whatever happens, this thing is dependable. Part of this philosophy is that we use a special trigger system that works by having the string in this groove here, and the trigger just raises the string, just raises it up, and once it passes this, this area, the string is accelerated by the limbs and goes forward. Some guys despise this method of having a trigger because they find it crude. We personally like it a lot because it's extremely sturdy. The whole frame of the crossbow holds the draw forces. Nothing can break, nothing can get destroyed in the field. That's super rugged and reliable. Our single piece trigger, you also have the spring, but I mean, if the spring breaks, it still works. It works just by being some kind of lever that pushes the string up. Yeah, very simple. And when the string is above the rail, it just fires off. The downside of this kind of trigger is that it's pretty tough on the trigger puller. So you have something that you would call a duty trigger, like you find on a Glock pistol. So not really like a sporting arm with a nice trigger feeling. It's a tough trigger. It works if you're seasoned with it, if you train a little bit with it, you can be extremely accurate even with higher draw weights, but it takes some kind of practice not to get trigger mistakes with this kind of trigger. What we came up with now is a special tuning trigger. That has a rack and a pinion. So you have this kind of rack here, and you see it's like gears that push up this rack, and this is what will raise the string until it's out of the groove. This trigger is extremely easy to install. You either take the black one or the supplied red one, make it one unit and put it in, but detailed instructions for that you can find by scanning this QR code with your smartphone. There you will find a video that detailed show you how to install this trigger. So, bottom line, if you're the kind of guy that takes his Stinger II out in the woods, will encounter a snowstorm or crawl through the mud, and you want 100% reliability, I would suggest you stay with the standard trigger that's supplied with your Stinger II. For everyone else that just wants a good trigger feeling, wants to have a nice shooting experience, wants to fetch high scores in target shooting, the tuning trigger will be an excellent addition to your Stinger II. Completely transforms the way the trigger feels. So you will have a little longer pull, but very steady, trigger weight. Very nice feeling of the trigger. The 90-pound limbs that we have installed here feel almost like the 35 with the standard trigger. So it's 50% reduction in trigger weight, with the slight downside of the added complexity and one additional point of failure, but I mean, it's a very robust design, so this risk is pretty low from our point of view. Yeah, the trigger is available immediately, and we would be very happy if you tune up your Stinger II.